Okay class, continuing with the regression in this case also. So what are the good properties about regression like we do in the descriptive statistics properties? So if you see, regression considers all the points, right? So we have both x, t and y here. So if you remember the last time the derivation, we involved all the summations here, right? So the good property is that linear regression takes into account all the values, right? Second, it assigns equal weights to all values. Remember weighted average when we did? So in linear regression, if you can see, we assign equal weightage to all the points. We did not take any recent point as having more weightage or the older points having lesser weightage. So this again specifies a good property of linear regression. Now what happens if you apply this linear regression to the flat model that we considered? Flat model as in, so let's say this is our data. Flat model 26, 33, 25, 29, 27, 28. This was our example for exponential smoothing. You can see my previous playlist videos which have exponential smoothing explained. In that case, we took this particular example. Now we will see how can linear regression actually give us an idea about the flat model also. See, regression basically says that the equation is bt plus a, right? Where this is the a, the intercept, where the line cuts the y-axis when that value of t is 0, right? This is t, this is y. So in case of flat model, right? In case of flat model, what we are assuming that the model is flat. Flat model means this is a flat model. So the flat model basically has this as a, but it never cuts the y-axis, right? Basically this line is parallel. This line is parallel to the t-axis or x-axis or to the time, right? Since this line never intersects, what is the angle that it makes with the x-axis, right? What is the angle, right? We know the theta. When we extend this particular thing becomes the theta, or in this case it is b, right? B is the slope of the line. Basically tan theta is equal to b. Right? When we say slope, that we mean tan theta is equal to b, right? So in this case, if you see, since this line never intersects the x-axis, basically the theta is equal to 0, right? This line makes no angle with the x-axis, so theta is equal to 0, right? So basically when we say tan theta is equal to b is equal to 0, that means b is 0 or the angle is 0. When b is 0, what is the equation that you are left with? Y is equal to a, and this is nothing but our constant model. Remember, we had a constant model f is equal to a plus epsilon. So regression basically will again give you the constant model automatically. If you want to see the derivation like we saw in the last case, what we did in the case of linear regression, we had a function j, right? We took the summation of I is equal to 1 to n, and this was bt plus a, and we squared the term, right? Now as we saw, the angle b is 0, basically the slope is 0, so we can rewrite this as I equal to 1 to n, y minus, I will do b as 0, so 0 into t gets cancelled, so y minus a whole square, right? Now we need to minimize this since we are dealing with a constant model. So now I will differentiate with respect to a because t is already gone. So when I do dou j by dou a, this again by the UV rule, this will become twice of I is equal to 1 to n y minus a, and now if you can see, differentiating with respect to a, y will become 0 by the UV rule and a will become just 1. So what I will do, I will make this minus 1 outside, and since we are minimizing, I will make this as 0. 0 is equal to minus 2, I is equal to 1 to n, and in the bracket I have y minus a. Minus 2 gets cancelled, fine. So I have 0 is equal to summation of I is equal to 1 to n of y, and summation of a, I is equal to 1 to n, fine. Bringing a on this side, and if you see a is a constant, right? So what it will become, let me bring it to this side. I is equal to 1 to n times, sorry, and I is equal to 1 to n. So this basically becomes n into a, right? Because a is a constant, adding it n times becomes n into a. This is nothing but, right? So what is the value of a here? A is minimized when this cell, right? I just took n in the denominator. Now summation of all the y points divided by n, total number of points, is nothing but y bar, which is nothing but a simple mean, right? So you can see that for a constant model, we derived that it is nothing but a mean model with a slope of 0 using linear regression. So even if you use a linear regression for a flat model, assuming the slope to be 0, it comes out to be a simple average model. And then in the last lecture we saw how can we have the average model plus some epsilon to counter the variance, right? Why do we counter the variance? Because assume you have a data set like this. We have a time and we have a y, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Assume all the values are 27, 27, 27. Then do you actually need a model here? No, you do not need. The next value again will be a 27, right? So this is how it works. So for example, the average of this is 27. When we take a simple average and if we predict using linear regression, it will again come to this mean value, which is again 27, right? Even if you take the Holt's model, it will be this value only. So this is how using linear regression you can actually predict a constant model also, right? So that's it for this lecture. Thank you for watching.